Today, we're going to go over 5 unexpected truths that we've learned during our first year of early retirement. And we hope that by sharing these with you guys, it'll help you kind of ease into your retirement in a bit of a smoother fashion.
Yeah, the first one, let's just talk straight to the point about cash, about finances, and having a cash buffer. Our rationale was we had saved 45,000 US dollars to our first year of retirement, and the goal was actually to start every month as we were going through our budget, taking the money and paying our bills. Was it worth it?
Well, I think it worked, right? But we spent the money. And I think that what we should have done was, as we spent from the cash bucket, we should have transitioned the dividends and distributions from our investments into that cash bucket so that we maintained a balance in there. What we ended up doing was spending it down. And then when we got close to it being gone, we started thinking, oh my goodness, now we got to start putting the dividends in there. Are we going to have enough dividends in there to keep up on our bill payments, right? So had we just moved the dividends and distributions over as we spent from the cash bucket and maintained a cash bucket, it would have been a little bit of a better plan.
Yes, and do you know why? Because the second point, it was more on me because I was worrying too much. Yes, we had the money, yes, we had the dividends, we had everything, but you start questioning yourself that you have made the right decision or not. That's what I did.
Yeah, because when you see that balance going down, 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 we know we have enough money and we know we have a sound plan in place, but the mental toll it takes when it's just a declining balance in your bank account and you don't have an income coming in to
Anymore.
start replenishing that, it plays a little bit of a mind game. And so Jean had a little bit of a stressful time for the first 5 or 6 months.
Yeah.
You got better,
I did.
but I think that maintaining that cash bucket would have helped with your stress level.
Yeah, 100%. And it's more like, again, we run scenarios quite a few times and we knew that we were good to go. But once you actually start implementing those things, you start questioning yourself. Is it really, the right thing to do or not?
Yeah, the mental games
The
start.
mental game, it sucks.
It's
sorry,
a hard
but
one to get over.
It's hard.
Yeah, but I think if you can get on top of the mental aspect of retirement and the financial stress and all that, it really will help you through your first year. And I feel like into our second year now, we are far less, we don't even stress about finances anymore.
Not really.
But we're trying to actually build up a little bit of a cash reserve to help with that as well. So
yes.
The third thing
is kind of travel related. We thought that we need every single gadget in the world. In our case, we are full-time travelers, meaning that we only travel with our backpacks. And what I had envisioned was, okay, well, since we are going out and doing those things and creating those videos, why don't we have an Insta360? Why don't we have a drone? Why don't we have A, B, or C? Little did I know, after the first year, we end up not using those tools as we want. And in our case, yes, we are full-time travelers, but maybe you don't want to travel. You want to have an RV, or even you want to do and stay on your own place. We might not need all of those things that you think that you do.
So I guess our advice would be just wait. Like, don't rush to buy anything new or make those big purchases spontaneously. Wait and see what your life is going to look like as you move through that first few months of retirement. And then if you decide that these purchases are going to fit with this new life that you're now living, by all means, go ahead and make them, right? We bought them prior to learning what our life was really going to be like.
A few weeks before, by the way.
Yeah, and it just turned out to be a waste of money because we ended up selling them. One, they take up too much space, they're too heavy, and we never use them. So why do we have them? So lesson 3, just hold off on any large purchases until you discover your new life as a retiree. So the fourth unexpected truth is, don't be surprised if your retirement doesn't live up to your previous expectations. What do I mean by that? We saw a bunch of people, and much like you guys perhaps are looking at this video, we were looking at other videos for ideas on what could we expect for our first year of retirement? And for us, that involved full-time travel. So we had come across a couple of videos that had spoken about using hotels as long-term accommodation possibilities. And we thought this was a great idea. We're like, who wouldn't want to live in a hotel full time? Who doesn't want their bed made for them and you don't have to cook meals and all this kind of stuff? But for us, the the dream or the great vision that we had of living in a hotel full time didn't live up to expectation.
Yes, it's living in a hotel is nice, but you actually want to eat the same stuff every day for breakfast. You actually have to go and have your breakfast by 9 a.m. After 9 a.m., you don't have breakfast anymore. So all of those rules that you kind of have to follow. Yes, we can go out and do whatever we want to do with our time, but since we are in a hotel, chances are, well, I am gonna go and take advantage of that. Little did we know, that's not what we liked.
And it was just the lack of space and routine. Because when you're in an apartment or in your home, you go out to buy groceries, you spend time during your day cooking, you have separate spaces. So if one person wants to watch something on TV or I want to go to bed earlier, it just wasn't feasible when you're in a hotel room 24/7 for months on end. So I guess the point is don't be surprised if what you've envisioned and have all these grand plans don't actually pan out quite the way you expect them. Just be ready for changes to happen.
Yeah, and it's totally fine because at the end of the day, you gotta go and experience yourself and you're gonna adapt. As we move into our second year of retirement, we are gonna make changes, but we are only able to do this because we experience, so we know what we want.
And the fifth unexpected truth was that we failed to prioritize our health properly during our first year of retirement.
Yeah, and if you can take any lesson from us, I believe that even though this is the last one, in our opinion, this is the most important one that you definitely need to prioritize your health before you even start your retirement.
Yeah, you started before, but listen, once you're retired, you're no longer restricted by that 9 to 5 job or whatever job you had previously. You should be able to dedicate more time to yourself, whether it's your physical or your mental health. And in our minds, we started out strong. We started walking the Camino, but that lasted for 2 months. And then after that, we kind of got lazy, to be completely honest, and we stopped putting ourselves first because that was the point of retiring in the first place, to look after ourselves, spend more time with our family and friends, and enjoy this life that we'd worked so hard for. But we were failing to do that. And I think that that's the biggest unexpected truth is that moving forward into year 2, our health needs to be the priority. And we really want to put that out there for you guys to make sure that from day one, start making your health a priority if you haven't already in your regular day-to-day.
Yeah, there is nothing else to say. We hope that you're well, we hope that you're safe, and we'll see you in our next video.
All right, guys, stay safe and stay strong.
Bye.